I am actually going to repot my plants, and I just wanted to bring you guys along with me, and see how I propagate my plants in the pot. One of my plants, I almost could not get it out, so I had to pretty much cut it out, and that wasn't fun. I thought I was going to break the roots, but of course that did not happen, which is good. Excuse me, guys. Sometimes my throat gets a little dry. Hello, Randy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much that you can join me today. I have to put my little speaker in. I am getting ready to put my plants in the pot here. Okay, can you hear me? I want to make sure that you hear me. So these are the pots. I've had these pots for a while. They were outside and it's cold out there. I cleaned them out before the summer because I had some other plants in there. Okay, thank you, Randy. So I did purchase these from Big Lots. They are really old. I've had them for a while, but I have two of them. They're owls. So I thought I like ceramic pots, so these are the ones that I'm going to use. And I have two of them. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, I really like this microphone. I actually purchased these off of TikTok. And here's the other one. So guys, here are my plants that I will be repotting. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh, sorry about that. That fell, little sucker. Let me tighten that up. There we go. Okay, here are the plants and here are the roots. And there's the root to that one. And then there's the root to this one too. So I will be repotting these. Sorry about the shakiness. You guys know I am live. So that's what happened when you are live. So I'm going to put some dirt in here. Some people put rocks at the bottom, but I'm not going to do that. I do have my tiles laid out. So if there's any type of dripping or anything, that they will wind up going on the towels. And I did have some gloves over here. Where did they go? I think I covered the gloves up. Oh, there they go, right here. Here's one. It has to be, here's the other one. I usually repot my plants when it's actually nice outside, but I've had these propagated for a while, so I thought I would go ahead and plant them because the roots were pretty large. So I did stop by the Dollar Tree, and everything is not a dollar, but I did pick this up, which is the potting soil. And this was $5. This is a pretty big bag. It's actually, if you can see, that's 8 quarts. So I should be okay. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some dirt in here first. Do you guys ever put actually repot in the wintertime? Have you ever done that before? I think I've done it a couple of times, but not that many times. I do have on my gloves. I don't have plant gloves, but these will do. So something is better than nothing at all. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to just put a little bit of dirt in here for now. Let me bring this camera up a little bit further so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Out this pot, it has a little hole there. You see that little hole at the bottom, and you need something to breathe. That really helps. And then it has a little saucer at the bottom too. So if you want, you can water your plant from the top or you can water it from the bottom. It's up to you. So these are two different pothos. I can't remember what the other one was, but it has a bigger leaf to it. But it was, some of them were like dying off a little bit, so I just began to cut around it. There we go. I don't need that much in there. So I just began to cut around it and just do it that way. Just get those bad leaves off of there. And this is the one I almost lost. So again, you do want to look at your roots and make sure your roots are okay. And these are fine. It's just a little dirt, little mushy stuff, and that's okay. So, and then I get all the bad leaves off of there, which is here. Just grab those little bad leaves off of there. And I just get rid of those. Do I have some green thumb people on here? I know I do. I know it's somebody in here that has a green thumb besides me. I used to have 100 plants, guys. So it was just too many to take care of. See, you could just pull some of that little bad stuff off of there. That's not a spider. So I just, just pull some off, the bad stuff off. But I had so many plants that I just had to get rid of them. I just gave them away. That's what I did. I mean, I had so many. I told the hubby, I said, this is a little bit too much. So I just wind up getting rid of them. And here's the other. I'm put both of these together because these are the larger pothos. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but some of them, they get pretty big. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down in here. You do not have to spread this apart at all. You can just put this down here like it is. It doesn't matter, okay? So I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to put a little bit of dirt in here. Look, some of them are falling off. And just throw them to the side. And if you look here, I have some growing from the bottom here. It looked like it broke off. It's trying to break off. And sometimes the roots, if you see here, they have some leaves coming out. And if you put it in the dirt, it'll still come up. So that would be okay. And these roots look really, really good. So I'm really pleased with those. These have been in my window for so long. I think I put these in the window back in the summer. Either it was the summer or the end of October, one of the two. It's been so long that I really can't remember. So, but that's okay. It's still alive. Okay, those are falling off. See, some of them are just falling apart. And then sometimes too, you think that this root is not good, and you can actually put that back down in the dirt, and it'll grow a leaf. And that's what happened. I have a plant. I'm gonna get to show you guys that too as well. I had a plant. I thought it was actually dying, and I put the I put them in some water. When I put them in the water, guess what? I'm gonna show you guys. They have leaves on them, so don't be too quick to throw limbs away. Those limbs can be actually good. Okay, so when you put it in there, you can just move the dirt around. Or you could just shake the bowl like this. Again, just move the dirt around and just put some more in there. That's all. Doesn't take much. You can use your hand and put the dirt in there, just like that. Another thing, if you have some friends that have plants, you can just get a little piece from them instead of going to the store. And you have a whole nother plant. You'd be surprised. It might start off small, but it can get much larger. And I'll just push that down in there. It doesn't look pretty when you first do it, but it begins to get larger. And like I said, some of the root, it is leaves coming out of there. And that's okay because it will come up. It will push up through the dirt. You want to make sure that all those roots are covered. So I see some here, some root there. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and sprinkle some dirt down in here. I don't care where the dirt lay in, the plant is still going to grow. I've been doing this stuff for years. Okay, now I'm going to look around and make sure that all the roots are down in the dirt. And if you want to, you can give it a little push. That'll also help too as well. Thank you guys so much for coming in and join me while I repot my propagation. Do you guys propagate at all? One of my best feeding, not feeding, one of my best fertilizer is Miracle Grow. I love Miracle Grow. Some people, they really don't like it. My mom used to use it faithfully, and her plants was just beautiful. It's for the ones on the inside and the ones on the outside. Okay, guys, there it is. It's all done. If you can see there. Then I have one more to do. This bag, this is a lot. As much. Oh wow, this is a root. Look at that. You see that? That I can put that right in there. I'll put it right down in the pot here. And like I said, the root will it will come up too. So okay, guys, let me put the other one in there. Now this one here is larger. I did put this in a square, and if you guys can see this here, you can see the little small plants coming from the root. And look at this one here. There's a pretty green root right here. So I'm going to put some dirt down in here again. Okay, and there we go. And then I'm just going to place this down. I'm not going to even break this apart. I am just going to set that in there. Look how pretty that is. This one is much fuller than the other one. Yes, I'm repotting plants. Hello. So there's that one. So yeah, it was time to repot them. I had so many. I had them in the window. I remember you guys, if you look at my videos, I have a lot of my plants, they were in the window. So I am just going to stick this in here. And I'm just going to go all the way around to make sure that it gets in there. And you can just give it a little push if you want. And once you water this, it's going to, the dirt is going to go down more anyway. So we have the hubby just picked up some pizza. So today I'm not cooking. We having something quick and easy, and it's going to be some pizza. He just picked it up from Aldi's. It looks really good. So I said, that's fine with me. He likes me to take breaks. That's my honey bunny, y'all. You know, that's my honey bunny. He look out for me, you know. And so when you be with somebody, you got to make sure they look out for you. We look out for each other, you know. Okay, look at this. This is so pretty. So I did pick up some of the old leaves off of here. Yep, pizza tonight. Oh yeah, I had a peace lily, and them things just don't agree with me. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with those things, but yeah, they just don't agree with me. So you can just give it a little shake because you want to make sure that it's down in there. See, there's another bad leaf there. So I'm just going to throw that to the side. And this is a new one right here. Let me see if you guys probably can't see that. Let me raise that up a little bit more. It's some new leaves. This is a new one right here. And this, for some of you guys that's just coming in, this is pothos. I have two different ones, pothos. So not sure of the different names, but I know one leaf is larger than the other. Maybe somebody can help me out with that. But I love plants. I haven't, ever since I gave my plants away, I just, I said I'll just kept to the hubby. I'll just keep a couple because it was just too much, And it's okay to have plants, but sometimes those bugs, oh my gosh. And I tried everything to get rid of those bugs. And when I tell you, they were not agreeing with me. I said, listen here, you are not going to take over my home. So that's the reason why I got rid of them. I had a lot of them. So I just decided to get rid of them, and I did. But they went to very good homes. So, guys, I am just shaking this and make sure it gets in there good. And again, you want to make sure that those roots are down in the dirt. Okay, I have two other plants. I'm going to show you one plant, guys. You would not believe it. This plant was nothing but the limb part of the plant, and it was almost dead. And I said, let me put the limb on the inside of the with the water. This is the plant here. I forgot the name of it, but when I put this is the limb part. If you put these in water, this part right here will grow a root and your plant will come out. I almost threw this in the trash and I said, you know what? I'm going to keep this. And so it does have some, it still needs a little work done. So I'm not going to pot this yet. And if you see what happened, these two leaves grew in the water. There's another one right there. So when I took it out of the water, it began to grow like this. So see if you guys can see that right there. There's one there. I think it's another one down in here. It's hard to tell because of this paper right here. So I might have to rip this off. But yeah, here's another one growing right here. It's really small, but it's right here. My finger is on it. There's a leaf right here. Hi, broken. Hi, broken. So these are some of the leaves that's coming up. Like I said, when I first put this in the water, I was like, oh my goodness, I thought it wasn't going to survive at all. And look, I have two leaves. So sometimes when you see a plant and you really like it, when you really like the plant, you can always put it down in some water. And this is what happens to it. Now I do have I forgot, I cannot remember the name of this. Anybody know the name of this? Anyone know the name of this? Is it really broken wing? Okay. This this one died on me. It's another pothos, but I can't remember the name. Now these two right here are potho. This is the larger potho here, and this is another potho. But this one, it is a potho, but I can't remember the exact name of it. But I do have another plant, and now this plant, when I first put it in the water, guys, I only had 2 leaves. Variegated potho. Okay, that sounds about right. And I was so mad when it died. I was like, what happened? So this is the other one. This is my oh God, what's the name of this thing? Sometimes this is a plant that's hard to find. But when I first bought Hoya, oh, you're good with that. Really good with that. So this right here, when I first put it in the water, it was down to here. It didn't have all of these leaves on it. So I thought about putting this in some glass because actually it's doing better. You see what I have. Do not throw those water bottles away if you have plants. So if you want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Probably, I'm going to say I probably cut it here because that's where it will root at. I'm going to cut it there and then put it down in the water because you see this right here? That is so pretty. Me too. I do too. I don't know if you're just coming in, Broken Wing, but I I had about 100 plants. But these Hoyas are really nice. They are not thin plants. They're kind of rubbery and thick. But there's the root. Can you guys see the root on that? It has a very good root. But what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to cut this here and then because I want it in another plant. Yes, it is. It is a beauty. Oh man, I had so many. So these are the two. I thought about, you can put, I have those red drinking cups. I thought about putting both of these plants in a red drinking cup because it will grow with no problem. It's plastic. I don't think anything would happen to it. And this thing here, I just can't believe the leaves came out on these. And this is the root to this one. So I'm going to have to put some more water in here because I don't have enough water in here. But this is this one here, guys. But this thing right here, this one is, I like this one. I like both of these here. So I kind of wanted to put this one in with this one over here because they're both pothos. So I'm going to let this grow out a little bit more and then probably put that in with the other potho. Now, what do you know? Who's this? Broken Wing. Do you know the name of this one here with the spots on it? I know it's a pothos and the leaves get really large. Do you know the name of this one here? See if you can see that. It has some white on it, some variegated white on here. This one doesn't have too much. Look at all of that. Look at that little mess I made. Oh well. But this one has the variegation. Oh, really? Okay. Gothic. That sounds nice. So it sounds like you're a plant lover too. Guys, my pizza sound like it's done, but it doesn't. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks good, guys. But I'm going to show you the box that I took it out of. The hubby, like I said, he did get it from Aldi's. And it's called a cheese stuffed crust pizza. And this is all of the ingredients right here that's on it. It's chicken, bacon, ranch sauce pizza. And it's a cheese stuffed crust. So, and it looks good. It looks really good. So this is what we having for dinner, y'all. Sometimes it's okay to cook, but sometimes you get a little tired now. Come on. So this one here, yes, what I'm going to do, guys, I am actually going to cut this because I don't know why it looked like I can cut it right here too. I think I can root that from here. I think I can. See, sometimes when you see, I don't know if this too close, if you guys can see, you see these little lines right here? I think I can cut that there. Oh, yes, that's what I said too. I looked at that box, broken wing. I said, oh, that looks good. So hubby made a very good choice. So I'm thinking about doing that. And then what I'm going to do too is I'm going to take this out here. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that while you guys are online. I'm going to look at that and then I'm going to see how the root is doing on that plant. Because like I said, I didn't have not one leaf on here. Oh, really? You know, this is the time for that too, Gothic Park. Is to start planting your flower seeds. And you said you do those indoors. Okay. Yeah, because it'll be warm pretty soon. Okay, what is this? Okay. Okay, let's take this out. Variegated. Pothos, thanks for that. Broken wind, I appreciate that. So this one here, let's take it out and see how the roots are. I think some roots might have failed. Oh, okay, not bad. So here are the roots on this here. And if you see here, hold on a second here. It's one coming on this one. Me too, broken wind. Me too. Oh my goodness. Okay, here is the root on this one here. If you can see that. And like I said, some is growing in water. And here is the roots. And the root is, look at this. It's two roots. So I'm going to have to plant this a little different. You see that? See, it's a root here. And then there's a root here. And see, a lot of times, that's what I was saying. The roots, they start on the side. So when you see the little slit here, if you're trying to variegate, guys, you want to look for the little slits. Like, oh, sting here. Oh, I used to have so many of those plants. I tell you, I was like, oh my gosh. So here it is right here. You see the little black part. I call it a little black. Look like a little bug, but that's where you want the water to go. You want to put the plant, make sure it gets in the water. That's where you want to cut it, like just a little bit below that, but not on there. And if you can see here, it's another leaf coming out here, right there. Now this was in the water. So when I put this in the water, it brought this leaf right here. And this one here, see, I put it in the water down here and it has a root here and then it has a leaf right here. So if you want to, you can actually like cut this off. I'm gonna say right here, cut it right here where my finger is at, and you can start another plant. One, there's two, and there's three. So where you want to cut is just below this part here. If you cut that off, you can start you another plant. And here is another one here. It's getting a root. See, it did not have that on there. So now I have a root, so I should be getting a leaf. Also, let me see if I can get, this is so down in the water. Let me see if I can pull this out of here. Okay, guys, it's not, I'm gonna have to pour the water out. And then if I pour the water out, it doesn't have a choice but to come out. Okay, there we go. Now this here is another one. And this is the other one that I just put it in the water. Look at that. See, that's a root on there. This one has not rooted yet, but I think I need to cut it right here. Oh, it is something growing. Look at there. I didn't see that. It is something growing right there. You see that? And I have more down here. Hold on, guys. So this is the one that has the leaf on it. And this was in the water. Look at this. See that? There it is right there. So that is the leaf in the water. And then they have another one. See, that's why I say do not be too quick to throw these sticks away because they will make another plant. I did not have, and I see some guys are just coming in. I did not have any leaf on this at all. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 leaves coming up. 2 leaves, 3 leaves already up, and 4 that's coming. That pizza making you hungry. Yeah, it smells really good. Now we have to wait till it cools off a little bit. So guys, I'm going to actually put the big ones back down in here and put water back in here because, yeah, I want all of them to come at the same time, but you know that's not going to happen, of course. So I'm just going to stick them back in here like this. But I want the leaf to stay out. So this one is a little tricky. See that little root there? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to, you got to be careful because you do not want to break that roof. You know what? That roof, I'm sorry. You do not want to break that. You always throw yours away, do you really? Oh, no. You see what happened? I didn't have a leaf. Don't throw them away. I think that's what you're saying, broken wind. But yeah, so I'm just going to stick that back down in there. And if you see that it's sticking on the outside here, so I'm going to stick because that you need that root. And looks like another leaf is coming up on the side there. Can you see that? Yeah, do not throw those away. And then the smaller ones, I'm just going to stick them back down in the water because, like I said, the leaf can grow in the water. And that's how I got these here. Some of you guys are just coming in. This was a complete dead plant. It was dead. It wasn't a leaf. It was just I call it a stick. That's all it was. And now you throw away a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So let me stick this back in here. Let's see, there was a root on this one. There it is. See, that root is so small, I almost missed it. If you guys could see that on the side, I have to stick that back down in the water. No, I do not. You know what? I that's a good idea to do. I know a lot of people that do that, but I don't have the patience for it. I was just now I don't know if you came in, if you're just coming in. I had 100 plants and I gave them all away. I gave them all away except for the one that you see me with now. I did not give those away. I kept those. I did not want to have a lot in the house because they were drawing too many bugs, and I chose not to keep them. You think so, Gothic? I don't. I don't think I'm ready for that, Gothic. Okay, guys. I'm going to show you also what I use for my plants to fertilize it. I don't know what everybody else uses, but I use the Miracle Grow. The Miracle Grow is really good. I've been using that for years. I even put it on my plants on the outside too as well. So I get to show you guys. Some of you guys might not know where the Miracle Grow is. And then also I mix, it's another brand I use. I'm not going to pull that out, but you put it in water and it turns the water completely blue. So this here is the little single Miracle Grows that I have here. I don't know if you guys if you're familiar with this. And you can put it in a container and then you can just let it, let it go. Oh, really, got it. That's really a good idea. It really is. So this is my little water pitcher I have, a little small water pitcher. I forgot. I've had this for so many years. And when I first got my dog, guys, this is so funny. I will fill my water up to here, not where it would overflow. And my dog used to come over here and lick the water out of here. She didn't want her water. She wanted my plant water. But I made sure that the blue stuff was not in there. So, and this is actually how I put my this is what I do. I put the blue stuff in here, right here. This is the old plastic container, and then I pour it in here, and this is how I water my plants. So I want to put this into something because look at the roots on this. What do you guys think? If you had this plant, will you put it in a pot right now? See, look at all the roots on there. That's a lot. I hope I can get it out here. Yeah, when I put this plant in here, it was like 2 leaves. It was like 1, 2. That was it. Look at it. So I think I need to cut it about, let me see. I'm thinking I need to cut it here, right there. I need to cut it right here. So I'm not going to do that on right now because I want to, you know what? Yes, I can. I'm going to cut it there. You would plant it, Gothic? I don't have a small enough pot. So I think what I'm going to do, Gothic, because I thought the same thing too, because that's a lot of root in that bottle. But I'm thinking, I was just looking at this container I have, and maybe I need to put it in a bigger container, or don't laugh at me, Gothic, but I thought about this because this one is like overcrowded. So let me take this out. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at the root on this thing. Oh, that's a lot. So it now these are 2 stems, if you guys can see that there. So, oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to get another plant. I probably go to the Dollar Tree and get something just to put this in because it whatever it is, it doesn't need to be too big. Whatever the plant is going to be. I kind of thought about putting this too in one because the leaves, the roots on here are pretty good, but I think this one needs to stay a little bit longer because it's still growing. So I'm going to keep this in the water until I go get my plant. I mean, my pot. That's what I'm going to do because this root is, ooh, I think this root was too big for that bottle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And look at here, the root. I thought about that too, but I'm like, and I have the top to this too. So I think what I'm going to do is see, it's a root right here. Can you see that, guys? That's what I was saying. I'm not doing that. Broken wind. That's stealing. I'm not gonna do that. No. So now I'll show you guys here. See what I was saying right here where the seams are at. I call them seams, wherever you guys call it. But the seams here, see this? Okay, guys, sorry about that. I just got a phone call in. Sorry about that. It worked out great for you. Okay, well, Okay, now if I put this entire part in water, it will grow the roots. It will just continue to grow. Yeah, but so far I do have one more plant. It is upstairs in my bedroom, and I forgot the name of that. And I think that thing is going to get pretty big. Um, I forgot the name of that plant, but it's really nice. So every time I get on here, my phone is about to die. So guys, this is what I have here. And again, I'm just going to put water in here. That's all I'm going to do. And I need to cut this off. But look at the root. The root is that root is so pretty. Look at that, guys. So I'm just going to put some water in here, and then I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow and just, I wonder if I need to just put some dirt in this thing and just call and wait till it comes a little. Look at the root. Look at this. Look at the root on this one here. You see that? That's really nice. That is, I mean, the roots, they're very thin, but they're really nice. Oh, you talking about these here? You said the spider plants? Oh yeah, those spider plants. I gave that away. I had one of those. I said that was just too much. I like hanging plants. I like pothos. That's what I like. I like these too. These are okay. Um, these are pretty good plants too. So guys, I just wanted to show you exactly what I use here. And then I'm going to just give this one a little water here because both of these are going to need water right here. So I'm going to put just some plain water in there for now. Um, and the thing about watering the plants in the winter, you do not have to water the plants in the winter as much as you do in the summertime, which is a good thing. But watering these plants and taking care of these plants can be a lot of work. And that's what people don't understand when you take care of plants. Then their friends want to come around and visit you, especially in the summertime, which they're called what, nets? Them things, I'll tell you, they get on my nerves. I'm like, oh. So we have those Zevo, those in the house. Those are pretty good. I've tried everything. I've tried neem oil. That neem oil does nothing. It didn't help me at all. And then I tried other things that I'm like, listen, I'm tired of spending my money and you're not working. So I just choose to I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's just almost like they'll run you out of your own house. What do you do? What do you guys use? Do you guys use anything specific for the bugs? Because when you have too many of them, it gets to be a little pain in the butt, you know? And look, this water is coming out of here. And that's what I like about the saucers, because you can only put so much water in there and then it will overflow out of here. Or you can, now another thing they say too is water your plant from the bottom. That's supposed to be good too, so that then you don't have to worry about the bugs. And guess what? That didn't work either. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give you to another home, into a nice family. And I did. I gave them to some very nice people. They were really surprised when they saw the plant. They didn't realize how good the plant was. And it looks, I take very good care of my plants. So, but everything, I'm not going to keep as many as I used to, because I don't want it to be too overwhelming for me. So I just decided to use just the one, the couple is fine for me. Oh, really? I never had a rubber plant before. But those nets, oh my gosh, broken wing, those nets are a pain in the butt. I can't do, that's too much. That's too, you already got to keep the leaves clean and, take care of those. Then you have to feed them. And then next thing I know, here come the rest of the family. I'm like, what the heck? I'm only feeding one person. I don't want to feed nobody else, you know? And then you got to go buy all this stuff for your house to keep the bugs down. And so right now, I'm just going to deal with the couple I have, and that's going to be it. So that's what I'm going to do. So what do you use to fertilize your plant? A broken wind. What do you use? What does anyone? Could anyone tell me what they use to fertilize their plants? I like different ideas because these nets can be, they can be pretty bad. But I love plants. I love plants, guys. Love them. So I did take. So now I have this in some water. Let me show you guys. I did put this in some water. So I am going to stop because it's too cold out there. I told the hubby, I said, I'm not going back. I'm not going because he was telling me how cold it was when he was out there. I'm like, I'm not going out there. I do not want to face the wilderness. That's what I call it because it's so cold. So I'm just going to leave this in here until I get my pot, which is not good. I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow and get my a pot from the Dollar Tree. I don't need anything expensive because most likely I'm going to have to repot these because when this plant here, it starts to get a little crazy. Because like I said, when I first put this in the water, I only had 2 leaves on here. I thought this plant was dead. I really did. But when I put it in the water, that water bottle, this bottle right here saved my plant. A water bottle. Look, little simple water bottle. And sometimes you think your plants are not going to live. Put it in some water. Break some of the leaf off and put it in, not leaf, I'm sorry, stick. I call it the stick or however you guys pronounce it. But I would break that off and put it in something in the water. If you put that in the water, like I said, you saw the plant I have, um, which is this plant right here. This was completely dead. I mean, it was nothing. And now I have 2 leaves, actually 3. One is in the water, but I have more leaves. I'm going to have 7 leaves from this plant, and it was nothing near but this limb right here. Oh, is that the? Oh, I thought that was a plant. But yeah, and now look at there. Look what happened to it. So sometimes you think that it's done and it's actually not. Hi, Aaliyah. Glad that you came back, Aaliyah. Now, guys, I will be going live again around 7 p.m. Um, I like to go at 7 p.m. because I want my family to have their dinner and want them to be relaxed. So I will be coming back on at 7 p.m. And what I'm going to do is organize my spice cabinet. That's when I will be doing. You're more than welcome to join me then, guys. I will be wiping down everything and cleaning it up because a lot of times when you cook, sometimes some of the season can get in the cabinets. So you want to make sure that you keep those areas clean and then organized too as well. And then also I need to look and see if anything is expired because I'm not sure. So I will be on tonight around 7 p.m. So again, you guys are more than welcome to come back and join me, and I will be glad to have you too as well. Okay, so guys, I am getting ready to get off of here, but I just wanted to show you guys what I have going on here. I call it my masterpiece. Oh, well, you enjoy your time in Africa, Aaliyah. So this is everything that I've done. And this one here is a little different. This one is another pothos and it has larger leaves, but it is a variegated pothos. And this one is not as variegated as this one over here. Here's my other plant. You're welcome. And guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching me. I appreciate it. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Okay. Bye bye.